Today's Truth Chat.
So let's talk about something. Let's talk about who is really in control. The main question is, whenever you ask yourself this question, is who is in control? Are you in control? Are they in control? Or is most things just happening through the power of persuasion? So the first question I'll ask is, are you in control of yourself? Most people would answer this, yes, I am in control of myself. So my question is, if you are the one thinking and you are the one in control of your thinking, then what will your next thought be? We all have these reoccurring thoughts, these reoccurring patterns of thought that come into our head and they leave our head. We can't control whenever they come in. We can persuade them to leave. However, so whenever these thoughts come into your head, it's out of your control. You have no control over that. So the question is who is in control? And whoever is in control or whatever is in control, can you persuade it otherwise? The truth is, yes, you can. You can persuade it, but however, you cannot control the thoughts that come into your head and leave your head. So, whenever you talk, whenever you speak, the words that come out of your mouth form vibrations and patterns. And everyone has an electromagnetic field around them. So whenever you speak, these patterns and these shapes are expressed throughout your magnetic field, throughout your aura, if you want to call it. And they stick within your energy. So whenever you say something such as, I believe that Christ is the Son of God, you are expelling a positive energy into your aura or your energy field, into the bubble that surrounds you, basically. Now, we can't see this bubble. And whenever we approach somebody that is of a good nature, we can usually sense it pretty quickly. Then whenever we come across some people that we just can't even really stand to be in front of, it's kind of an automatic sense of their energy or the things around them. Well, whenever you speak, the words that come out of your mouth directly affect the bubble that is within you. So therefore, you are creating your own aura, your own energy around yourself. And so this energy that is around you stays with you. And it's with you always within your bubble. Well, what is thought? Thought, in its purest form, is energy. So these energies that you've expelled into your bubble are roaming around in your bubble, and then boom, it reoccurs as a reoccurring thought in your head. Some being good thoughts, some being bad thoughts. However, nonetheless, you can't control what's coming into your head. You can't control the thoughts that come into your head. But you can persuade them to leave your head, and you can persuade them to leave your bubble. Now, they don't listen. They like to stick around. You have to practice. You have to continuously persuade things in and out of your life. This is what life's all about. So, what I'm basically saying is the things we say, the things we do, the activities we participate in, the way we treat other people, it all directly affects the bubble that surrounds us, the words that come out of our mouth. The words that come out of our mouth are not only affecting other people's bubbles, but it's affecting our own. And it starts as a thought. It goes from thought to being spoke vocally. And then, at some point, the thought leaves, and it goes into your bubble and it stays there. Now, these bad thoughts that throw us into physical depressions are within our bubble, and we continue to hold on to them because we have not persuaded them to go out of our life yet. So whenever something bad that depresses you comes into your head, you have to persuade it to leave your head. And then you have to continue to persuade it to leave your bubble. Because if you don't, and you don't realize that it has become kind of a part of you and your thought and your thinking, then it's never going to go away, and you're consistently going to deal with this depression or this anger and this thought that constantly reoccurs in your bubble. And it is simply because you have placed it there based on your actions, your decisions, your thoughts, the way you vocalize yourself to other people, to yourself, to the people you love, the way you directly affect and become, adaptable to people is through your bubble. Sometimes they clash, sometimes you mesh well with others. And, everything's kind of an open field. But nonetheless, the point of all this is we can't control the thoughts within our head. However, we can persuade the thoughts in our head. Now, another question I have is what is it outside of our bubble that brings new thoughts and new energies into our bubble? How does this system work with these energies and these thoughts? There has to be a source on the outside controlling what you do and do not perceive. How you act and what you have created for yourself within your bubble directly affects whatever is controlling the energy outside of your bubble. I like to think that this energy is the creator of all things. He is a part of everything. He is pure energy, pure light. So whenever you are a good person and you are doing the will of the Father and you are progressing in life and you are free from the bondage that has been put on the world, the Father in heaven, who is in all things, is more and more, becomes more and more a part of your bubble, and he gives you revelations and new ideas, and he throws things into your bubble so that way they roam around as a thought, and then boom, they come through your head, and there you go. So if you're a bad person and you don't believe in God, or you curse God for things that have happened in your life, or that, things are going wrong in your life, and this bubble that you've created for yourself just absolutely is not your fault, so you got to find someone to blame, these outside energies tend to stray away from your bubble, and they do not reveal things to you. They continue and let you continue in your ignorance, literally leaving you in your bubble, and you are just consistently creating your own demons within your bubble. We are made in the image of God. We are lowercase gods in training. We have the ability to persuade energy to do certain things. However, we cannot control the energy that is given to us. We have to receive it, and we have to seek it. We have to want to find it. If we do not wish to seek it, if we do not love it, and if we don't accept it for what it is, it will have nothing to do with us. It will not give us the thoughts and the information we need. It will not dwell with us and within our bubble. However, we do well and it becomes part of us. And we become one with it. And before you know it, your lowercase godhood or head is being birthed, because now the Father wants to communicate with you. So this outside force that is outside the bubbles of man is the Father. Then there's the bubbles of man, willing or not willing to receive the energy of the Father. We are lowercase gods. We can create our own demons within our own bubbles that constantly haunt us through our thoughts, through our words, through things we vocalize. We wonder how the Father can know every word we spoke in our lifetime. It is because it is within our bubble. It is within our aura. It is within the field of energy that surrounds us and the shapes that we have made. So, whenever you live your life and every action you take comes from a thought, you have to consider what kind of thought it is, and you have to consider whether or not it needs to be persuaded from your mind or persuaded to stay with you, for you to dig deeper, for you to use it, and for it to come back another day. We have something in our bubble that we do not like, we persuade it to leave. We cast out demons. Even the demons we create for ourselves.